we've got Dragonite, a really good ranged attack all-rounder. So you have a little bit of health, a little bit of movement speed, a little bit of stun. You're not, like, you can engage, but you're not going to be the main tank. But especially if it's like a 2v2, you're really good for a 2v2 on the map, because you can like stun one, do a bunch of burst damage, and then hopefully your attacker following you around will just like burst down one, and then you guys can jump on the last champion together. So the build I like, you're a fighter, so you want to go for your muscle band. So when a basic attack hits, you increase your damage by 3% of the opposing Pokemon's remaining HP. So this is really good as like a tank buster. This is really good against high health champions, because instead of worrying about just raw power, you're doing like scaling damage. But increases your attack speed, increases your attack, that's nice. Drain Crown is really cool, because you restore HP equal to 15% of the damage you deal with attack-based basic attacks. So your basic attack is just really solid with this build, right? And this way it gives you increased attack with both of these. You get better HP, and you have attack speed with the muscle band. And then I do like the Vanguard Bell, because it gives you a big chunk of HP, but you're going to see that we like use a move to chase down enemy Pokemon, and they're good for like stunning or CCing them. And this Vanguard Bell will actually give us a nice chunk of HP back when we are doing that, in combination with the Drain Crown and the muscle band. Like, we're just overall very all-rounder style with our support items, right? And moveset is pretty fun. Your, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, and your basic attack changes a little bit as you level up. So starting off as your Dratini, every boost attack, every third attack, blasts water in a direction, deals damage to the Pokemon it hits, and reduces the cooldown of all of your moves. It also has the additional effect of restoring your HP when it hits, which is really nice. Early game is awesome. And then when you're a Dragonair, you reduce your cooldown, alternates between a water and electric attack with every use, which is cool. If water attack hits, it triggers the same additional effect as Dratini's. With electric, it leaves a Pokemon unable to act, so it's a stun, right? So this even helps their Vanguard Bell. And when we look at Dragonite, so it alternates between water, electric, or fire, which is really cool, because Dragonite is really good at, like, one build I have in the actual Pokemon games I like for Dragonite is you can do a physical attack Dragonite, where you use all of the punch moves. You use like Fire Punch, Electric Punch, like Ice Punch, and that will slay, because you're basically just hitting all of these different like vulnerabilities and getting all that like crit damage pretty much. So let's see. So same things. Water hits same as Dratini's. Electric hits, they trigger the same as Dragonair. Fire attack hits, it deals additional damage, so it's like a burst damage with the fire, which is good. So after that we go to the ability, so it upgrades. Pokemon defense is increased when afflicted by status condition, like slow, stun, confusion, something like that. Defense is increased on status condition and reduces the damage Pokemon receives for a short time. Goes on cooldown after it's triggered. Okay, cool. So it probably looks like it increases the amount of damage reduced as you level up. So Twister is good. It just shoots a little like tornado, deals damage, increasing, and decreasing the enemy Pokemon's movement speed. That's really good. Then I like Extreme Speed, because you leap at a Pokemon and you throw it. So you deal damage in the area effect, you shove it, and then you decrease their movement speed. So a really good chase down move. Oh, it resets multi-scale, so it resets your defensive. Okay, and then the upgrade is user's movement speed is currently decreased when it's used. Movement speed decrease is negated. Sweet, so it will get rid of like a slow or a root, right? Now, Dragon Dance is cool, but it's a buff. You dash and you make a dance, increasing your damage dealt, your movement speed, and your basic attack speed. During this time, when one of the user's basic attack hits a Pokemon, reduces the move's cooldown. each time this move is used, the user's damage dealt increases up to 3 times. So that is cool. It's a stacking buff you can give yourself. So if you want to be more like basic attack focused, then Dragon Dance is really good. Further increases users' movement speed when it upgrades if there are opposing Pokemon when the dance ends, which is good. So still a chase, right? Extreme speed's good because you can like lock down and stun Pokemon. Now Dragon Breath, good little AoE like burst damage. Exhale a Gust. If it's an opposing Pokemon, your basic attack becomes a boosted attack, so it's good because you can reset that. You can kind of just burst more damage. Hyper Beam is the one I like here because you aim at a designated Pokemon, charge of power, unleash a beam, and it sweeps on the ground in a straight line. In addition to the base damage, deals additional damage to the enemy Pokemon equal to a set percentage of their max HP. So same thing, this compounds with our Drain Crown, I think, and our Focus Band. So since this does percentage damage, then we are really good at fighting anyone, not just the tank, right? User is thus unable to act for a short time after using this move. Okay, so it makes you kind of like slow down. I don't think you can like use your abilities for a second, but I've never seen this even be noticeable. So we'll take a peek if we notice that. Alright, and then Unite move, Draco Impact. Fly high in the air before crashing down or several comets on a designated area. And this range is like almost map wide. Like you can get across the whole map. Dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and throwing them. The further the user flies, the more the Unite move gauge is consumed. While this Unite move is being used, the user becomes immune to hindrances. So that's really good. So let's jump in. And then when we take a look at our Pokemon boost emblems, we will take a peek and we'll be using all attack and health if we can, right? So over here we have like the brown orange, right? Brown. So brown is more attack, blue is more defense, white is more health. This is more special defense, and then green is more special attack, which I think I just have one just because of good overlap. So I still need to get more emblems, but this is a good place to start. You just want higher attack, some defense, some health, and it's a good place to be. We have a lot of extra HP at start. Our special attack is lower, but that's okay. Defense is a little lower, but that's okay because we have a lot of HP, and then we get defense upgrades. But movement speed, I really like having HP, big movement speed increase, and then focusing on like attack increases. So this attack percentage upgrade negates any of this like lower stuff, similar to defense. Our defense percentage increase negates our little bit like -5 there. So let's run in and we'll do a Unite battle with Dragonite, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, big part is your held items are more important in general than your like Pokemon emblem sheet. But that's why early on when you're really starting to play, you really want to do a lot of casuals and level up because you want to get a good amount of emblems before you jump into ranked, because you can still play well and win games without any emblems. It's just that they give you a pretty noticeable competitive advantage once you do have some emblems to speak. So yeah, there's Dragon Breath. It's pretty good. It forces us to use a new powered move, right? And then we can see like early on we've got like a good amount of damage. Alright, we want to use our shield. Yeah, so with our build, we 1v2'd them, dude. Oh, Chansey, help. Shadowbox. Right, and then our movement speed helps us kind of like chase them down. And that's really good. So especially for being a finisher, like a chase champ, like that's one thing that we want. Because we want to be able to, follow through on a kill. Extreme speed, there we go. Right, and then here we go. Now we get to stun, and now we are just like bullying them like pretty bad. So let's see if we can score. Yes, good. And then stun them down. Yeah, our Jungler did a good job there. That's sweet. There we go. Level up. Alright, Chansey, be safe. At the top, like if they're off screen, you can look at your teammates' HP up at the top there. Here we go, here we go. There we go, we stunned. There we go. And that's why the movement speed's good, is because you can kind of force yourself to be on the opposite side of that champion as you're getting, like as they're running away, you can like run ahead of them and basically help to force them in the right direction, right? So positioning is really important. And that's why it's good being an all-rounder, because you're not as worried about being like on the opposite side as you're chasing them down. You're going to survive, you're going to have health. Let's see here. Alright, we destroyed a goal zone. That's really good. There we go. We stunned them. There we go. Oh, hyper beam. There we go. Right. There we go. There we go. Right, and then so being an all-rounder, like they're only level 4 and they're level 5, so we're able to like really put pressure on them, which is nice. And then since we can heal up a bunch, we're going to go fight Dreadnought and try to take that. And then you don't have a ton, but you have a... Okay, cool. So it does make you prevented from like using your basic attack with Hyper Beam. Well, Hyper Beam's like so worth it. But see, like right here, so we're able to survive. We can take Dreadnought solo. We're gaining HP back because of our Hyper Beam and our extreme speed, right? So that's really good. And then... Oh shit, I didn't mean to let go. So, okay. If you only move a short distance, it doesn't use your whole bar. Alright. And then Dragonite gets a little bit of crit, too. So, I'm sure there might be some builds you can have where Dragonite will, like, focus on crit. I don't think you need to. You crit often enough just with what you have. Here we go. Alright, we're stacked. Let's see. Oh, dunks, dude. Hell yeah, good teammates. Go teammates. Yeah, we are all set, man. Alright. And now that we're in this spot, it's pretty good. Ooh, there we go. There's Absol. Right, and then it goes through damage. There we go. Yep, huge lead. We're doing really well here. Okay. And let's go help our teammate, right? Jumped on him. And that's the thing, is like you just like changed the whole viewpoint of a team fight. So we took care of them as they were chasing down, so our team is healthier. We can attack Rotom together. And there we go. And there we go. So the CC, the stun, the great basic attack, it's really putting us in a point where we're able to like we're just able to do most things, and that's the whole point of an all-rounder. Like usually pretty good at 1v1ing. You can engage, but you know, if you burst and engage, you kind of want to get out of the fight a little bit. Yo, there we go. Because when you do that, and let me dunk real quick. Yeah, dude. Because when you like jump in and you burst and then you get out, like you should be able to survive, but you'll have a lot of the champs like blow their energy on you, and then your team can come in and really like clean up, because you know that the enemy team is like wasted a lot of their moves for a couple seconds. we are doing pretty well. Here we go. Pikachu's being good, being a little bit of a nuisance, but hey, you know, good job. It's good that they're thinking smart like that. Like, they're not just, like, giving up. Because even if I was, you know, I was playing, I'd appreciate a teammate that would, like, follow through and watch. Still try a lot. Alright, so this guy's mistake is he's leaving his pad. And then I'm going to be able to just, like, move him down because he left his pad. There we go. Because when you're standing on your own, like, Poké-Goal, you get a, like, nice shield. You get a lot of, like, bonuses to combat and the fighting. Yeah, there we go. Clean up, clean up, clean up. Clean up on aisle 2, dude. Oh, aisle 3. That was aisle 3? Oh, okay. I thought it was aisle 2. Alright, and then let's see. And it's good. It's pretty close. Like, they got our 2 front goals down, so they chose the right actions to try to come back, which is really admirable. I think it's going to be pretty clear. Like, we're going to run on Zapdos right now. Let me make sure Garchomp doesn't, like, jump on our Chansey. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on, dude. There we go. There we go. There we go. 3 KO, dude. Save that Zapdos. We're all gonna go dunk. And then we are gonna, like, clinch this game really clearly. Right, so score. And after scoring. Right, and so we're an all-rounder. We're not as beefy as Blastoise, but we were able to, like, annoy them and survive until our team got here. And now we're just going to be, like, just holding them off while we are dunking the last points. Huge lead, that's good. There we go. There we go. And, like, ooh. They're gonna get me. They got me. Good on them, though. Like, but that's the whole point. Is, like, we kept them occupied. They weren't able to go out and, like, scoring points, and we did our job as an all-rounder, bro. Ah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what we got. Yo, really good game. Yeah, look. And we got so many points. We got 18 takedowns. Really great team. And enemy team did really good too because they didn't give up and they were making good plays. They were focusing on hoops. And so let's take a look at the battle card. So again, our recovery, we had the highest recovery, and that was all from, like, self-healing, right? Damage, looks like we did top damage, and then damage taken. We actually had the 3rd highest damage taken, which is good for an all-rounder. We were brawling through. And then if we look at our performance, score, KO, damage received, recovery, assists, and, oh, okay, I don't think it shows how many times we were knocked out, but that's okay. But I think we were knocked out once at the very end there. Alright. But that's the stuff you want. Like, that's, like, a really solid way to play. And you're able to just, you know, run in and 1v1 and take care of business. Then when you get in a team fight, you're very proficient with a team fight. You have AoE, you have a stun, and it's just fun.